Good afternoon, everyone. We're about to get started with some Saturday NBA action brought to you by 2K Sports. Here are your starting lineups brought to you by State Farm. First for the Lakers, Fisher and Kobe man the backcourt. And they've got Andrew Bynum, the big man, all in the middle. They look to him to provide that necessary presence down low. Then there's Artest, and it's Gasol at the 4 spot. And for the Heat, Chalmers and Wade are the 1 and the 2. And the man in the middle from UNLV, Joel Anthony. They utilize his abilities to maintain that presence under the rim. Then it's LeBron James, and it's Bosh in at the 4.
Well, you know, a recent stat said that in the last 15 years, the Lakers are on average the best offense in the NBA. But in crunch time, ironically, they fall to around 12th best offensively. Not nearly as effective.
It'll be the Heat off the tip. Chalmers against Fisher.
Man, oh man, for a guy who's not the biggest player on the court, I mean, that's a humongous finish.
Well, he's capable of those, Clark. We've seen it before.
Yes, we have.
Yeah, guys, he is very comfortable taking it to the hoop if he's got an opening. And, man, he'll make you pay.
Going back to the Lakers and their letdown as far as crunch time offense goes. Good point by you. Steve, you take it now. Why do you think that's so?
Well, I think Kobe's not the player that he once was, Kevin. I mean, he's not as athletic. He's not as capable as he used to be getting shots off against any type of defense. And I think the rest of the guys maybe lost a little confidence in themselves as a result.
Thinking back to LeBron, you'd have to think he'd go about the way he left Cleveland slightly different in retrospect if he had a chance to redo it and rewind a bit.
Fisher with the ball. Defended by Chalmers. Backing down is Bryant. 5 on the clock. Here's Fisher. Shot is off. And Miami will go the other way with the ball. And Clark, getting back to what you said about LeBron and that whole July of last year when he made this decision and made it so public, I think Cleveland fans are probably ticked off on many levels. They didn't like the show. They didn't like the way it was handled. They didn't like finding out over the year. And Steve, I'm sure you could agree with that.
Yeah, I don't think it was so much his decision to leave as a free agent. It's just the way he went about it. He could have handled it better. He knows that now. He's apologized. But because of the way it was handled, I think Cleveland fans will not be feeling too good about LeBron for a long, long time.
Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Eric Spoelstra. And what'd you find out, Doris?
Kevin, he told me he communicated to his players the need for an unselfish offensive attitude tonight. Sometimes we get caught up trying to do too much as individuals, so I told my guys, the more touches we get every trip, the happier I'll be. Kevin?
Wonderful stuff, Doris. Thanks. The early game plan, Clark, centered around their offense. It sounds like.
Yeah, and I think that's fine as long as they don't sacrifice anything from an effort standpoint at the defensive end.
Yeah, exactly. And I like the strategy, guys, because when you get off to a good start offensively, you feel good about yourselves, and generally that energy carries over to the defensive end as well.
Here's Kobe. Drops it in from 12 feet.
Good things happen when he's working like that, fellas.
Chalmers pass to Wade. Another miss by Wade.
Tough three-point try there with a hand in his face.
Boy, you'd be lucky to make that one against great defense. Well, you know, a rivalry fostered a bit through the media, that is, guys, when LeBron and Bosh joined Wade down in Miami. Basically, the Lakers became their de facto nemesis.
And Bosh backs down. No good. Great D that time from Artest. Now Anthony defending. Artest, good. Artest's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Well, back to that moment, Steve, what Clark just said. Kobe versus the Big Three was the theme. And they had some interesting meetings this past season.
Yeah, in fact, Miami's win in L.A. on Christmas Day, I thought was one of the key victories for the Heat all season long. It was kind of a we've arrived moment for them, and they used that victory as a springboard.
Kobe kicks to Fisher. Wade picks him up. And another 3 for the Lakers.
You know, he seemed a bit cold. The shots haven't been falling for him early on.
Chalmers dishes to Bosch. And that one's good.
Tight spot there to put it in. Perfect pass.
Lakers trailed by 4. Kobe kicks to Bynum. It's stolen by Anthony. So it's Miami now. 4-point game. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. And some changes here for the Heat. Udonis Haslem, he's checked in for Joel Anthony. Eddie House subbed in for Mario Chalmers. And he makes the free throw.
You know, there were questions about how LeBron would play in a new jersey. Statistically, he was about the same with the drop in points and a higher field goal percentage. He's a brilliant player no matter what uniform he's got on.
.104 left in the first quarter. Shot, high post, and it's Miami with the rebound. Talking more about LeBron's stats, you're all over it, Clark. Steals, assists, blocks, rebounds, all look the same way they did in his last year with Cleveland. I guess, Steve, the difference is he played with another superstar. In fact, 2 if you put Bosch in there, and it was something that he was really aiming for, and it paid off.
Yeah, LeBron was never concerned about numbers. It's always been about winning, and I think he wanted to find some teammates that he could pair up with, and give him credit. I mean, he found a great spot in Miami. He's got a lot of talent around him. The numbers will always be there, but the big thing is winning, and he just wants to win rings, and that's why he made his choice.
They got that rebound, but this is not how they wanted to start the game in terms of hitting the glass.
Yeah, it's about time they actually got a rebound. It's time to get physical here in this game.
And LeBron throws it down hard. And now, here's the Spike Slam Cam replay.
Well, he's got enough hang time there to put a little something extra on that one. 2 scoops of ice cream after that.
Well, that's a play that's going to be remembered from this game, that's for sure.
I think that was more like a banana split, Clark.
It's stolen by Wade. Shot is no good. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. It's the Heat. They lead by 9.
I was impressed with their transition game, guys. They really got out and ran the lanes.
Yeah, they did. I mean, no better way to get easy buckets than through fast breaks.
We'll be back momentarily.